Riot Battles, Undisclosed 10, Liverpool. We are in Kitchen Street. If you're in the building, make some noise! We're about to get straight into the second battle of the day. On the left-hand side, you've seen him before. He is the manager of Riot Club. Liverpool, make some noise for Sam Hyde! And on the right-hand side, an absolute killer representing Venom. Liverpool, make some noise for Lazy! We decided off camera. Round one on Lazy, let's go.
Yes, Lazy.
Oh, everyone hear me, yeah? So for those of you who don't know me, I am really fucking tall. Like exceptionally, dude. It's not actually that interesting. In fact, the only reason it's something that I mentioned to you is because I'm fairly fucking certain he's gonna reference it too. It's predictable as fuck. Well, I'd expect it from you. So go ahead and spit lame jokes about how I'm 6'8", bro. All it means is I got the measure of you, and I'm willing to bet that you threw in a couple of Marvel and DC references too, because you essentially do the same thing in all of the previous rhymes you spat. And what you're fine with that, mate, you need to sort out the recycling, because that's all different kinds of trash. Plus you need to sort out the recycling, because that's all different kinds of trash. Plus his whole team are generic reference merchants. All of you guys are trying to rhyme like that, and I don't like that crap, so I came to read Riot Club, the Riot Act. You can't deny that. I came to read Riot Club, the Riot Act. You can't deny the fact that you don't direct traffic to the channel, man. Seriously, it shows. How are your bars both pedestrian and middle of the road? No, it isn't dope. He's not an obvious threat. Mentioning that topic at length is why you've lost my respect. It's laughable. I guess all of those superhero bars have a comic effect. Tell me. It's laughable. Guess all of those superhero bars have a comic effect. Tell me, as a kid, did you get dropped on your head? Because it's honestly dead. Putting so much of that shit in your patterns, so try switching your tactics, because it splits the reaction like Oppenheimer did to the atom. Madness, shit, shameless. It's a bit basic, so quick change it, because there's a difference between having a style and a fixation. I'm a big hater. There's a difference between having a style and a fixation. I'm a big hater. This lane isn't creative. That's why you aren't official. Plus this choke artist always blanks. So if he's taking shots, they're artificial. Choke artist always blanks, so if he's taking shots, they're artificial. Didn't notice it before? Well, now you'll begin to clock it like a starter's pistol, light the candle. You'll begin to clock it like a starter's pistol, light the candle, start the vigil. Did you know that he owns a body shop? I've seen the man grafting. I thought, that's charming. Inspired me to open my own body shop. Yeah, when I sell the organs from Sam's carcass on the black market, this man... Yes. This man started out wanting to be a mechanic, but this geezer abandoned that shit. Why? Because he was never good enough. Well, today you do get to look under the hood, yeah, of your executioner. That's one.
Yo! So Bloodstro hit me up, right? He said, I'm thinking you, Lazy. I said, oh wait, please. I fucking hope you mean the guy who's 8'5" and captains Oxford's boat race team. He said the one who rocks tartan socks and homemade tweed. I said I know the guy, dorky type, and he don't faze me. Straight off the phone, that was fine. Plan devised, mastermind, or I don't have to tackle heights. This bitch thought it's pin particles. I'll bring big man down to size. You are built like a fucking racing snake. Polo's the game that you play with mates. Growing up, you know the dens you make. He's all got renamed as country estates. I was making dens with hammers with my friends and pallets. You had Jeeves help you replicate Kensington Palace. He had 3 different spoons to eat his soup and he drinks from a chalice. And Mummy goes straight on to the bobbies if she detects any malice. Boy, you are not gangster. You are posh bastard, tough wanker, fuck silver spoons. Yeah, we different, true. I built myself from bog standard. You are nothing but a posh guy, snob type. That won't work here, bro. Change your settings. It's geek smart versus street smart, and street smart, so just cave your head in. You're not capable of writing for war. Facing me today's a blessing. I'll keep this posh bitch career going a little longer like David Beckham. You just expect to You just expect to succeed because you've been brought up super privileged. I know that I'll win because I've been taught to grind and use initiative. Yeah, it's council estates to rural villages, but let's get down to the truth and gritty shit. Pussy writing poetry with your grandma don't make you a lyricist. You are built like a flamingo. You are built like a flamingo. I'm here to retire lazy. You act like you something that you aren't. I find it's kind of crazy. You play like you love the crowd, but really need the quiet spaces. Jake goes to the library daily in the hope of finding ladies. When it comes to nights out, no one likes inviting him, cause he's dressed like a supply teacher, and all the ladies hide from him. He's at home in bed by 8 p.m, cause he hasn't got a night in him, and he only goes to house parties to manage the recycling. So you beat me, Jake? What the fuck you smoking? No one buys a single word you say when you talking. It's been years, still mid-tier, you mundane and boring. That's why it's lazy going nowhere like a Sunday morning. Let's go!
So, if you haven't noticed, he just pointed out that I was posh. So, I don't understand why that means you can verse with me, Don. Yeah, silver spoon in my mouth goes great with the platter you were served to me on. Listen, I came to stop him dead. Literally. Rip off his head from his neck and let it decompose. Because the stench of rotting flesh has got to be preferable to whatever the fuck that is on your breath. Your disgusting skin and rank teeth are a consequence of your lifestyle. Sam's a greasy cunt. How the fuck's he gonna think outside the box when he battles me? You look like you're fucking sleeping one. You're getting beaten up today, so take stock like GameStop. Because no shit, you don't look showbiz, but you could be an extra in Dope Sick. Know this. You could be an extra in Dope Sick. Know this. Stretch marks like gained weight. I reckon this dude may floss with a used J-cloth. Because your teeth, they ain't great, so keep your mouth shut, or I will crack a smile with a straight face. I came to lay waste to it. I will crack a smile with a straight face. I came to lay waste to him. See, battling you has never been the mission. You're gonna need painkillers from a medical prescription, because he's right. I didn't grow up around common people, but I'll still beat you to a pulp beyond any I didn't grow up around common people, but I'll still beat you to a pulp beyond any recognition. They'll have to identify him by his dental records. Or at least they would. If there were any in existence. No, fuck it. Yo, I'm gonna rewind that shit because I can think of something more. They'll identify him by his dental records once they picked his teeth up off the floor. You're an ugly motherfucker. I have to say, you're an ugly motherfucker. I have to say it, son. People are like, don't worry, just rely on your strength of character. But your character's a cunt. Man, I must be dumb, because I was halfway through writing around to say to you about how it's a major shame that you have a problem with all of that cocaine you used before I realised. I've got no evidence to back that up. I'd always just thought it was safe assumed based on the fact you look the way you do. You're not... Turns out he does quite like the bag. And it's fried your brain, mate. Too much substance is why you haven't got any in your punches. Face the truth. Spend too much time in the rave. Doesn't get any rave reviews. You're not the savior, dude. You're not a scruffy motherfucker that never progressed standards. You don't have a crown of thorns. Just look like you were dragged through a hedge backwards. What? Let's get factual. When you were younger, you were all about the pills you were popping and the grams you were snorting, but all of that gurning has had a permanent impact on his talking. It's like, but all of that gurning has had a permanent impact on his talking. It's like every word is a physical object he's struggling to get out of his mouth. You have to palpably force it. Spent too much time getting wired. Now you rap like your jaw is. That's two.
The scene's right back up here, ain't it?
Yeah.
We've seen the sport be recreated. You've seen the cards. Events like this, it's only getting better lately. Me, I stayed with PB, worked my presence escalated. From academy, now I manage teams. I work to where my place is. Guys like mine, Jester Black, flown overseas to stages, and none of this had anything to do with being lazy. So listen, you fucking giraffe. Your main attribute is you tall as fuck. You are Inspector Gadget with the leg attachments. You could not produce no threatening actions. If I sneeze, then you step backwards. I am here to end you, clear, producing fear like yellow lanterns. You like to say big words because it's intellectual and then sounds cool. But you tried to be aggressive against Crow, thinking you had the crowd fooled. Pussy, you would cry yourself to sleep from the challenges I've bounced through. And swap it round, I'd walk 100 miles in your fucking clown shoes. You told Crow he is soft, and girls assume he's not had sex yet. That makes you soft, and girls know that you're a sex pest.
Let's go.
You said he's soft, not had sex, proceeded to call him a geek as well. I don't know who you were speaking to, but have you fucking seen yourself? Wake up and smell the coffee, Jake. You are everything that you described, times 10, supersized, leader of the loser tribe, or bullying traits utilized. This is every aspect of being a fucking pussy unified, cause then you told Cole J, you'd literally beat the shit out of me if we was fighting. Boy, that's the moment that I noticed it. Just how much your attitude changed when the size of your opponent did. Where I'm from, that's all big shit. I mean, you used to work at the Apollo, right? On the grapevine, I heard about this goon. Him and his friend went out one night to the public house for a round or two. Some little boyman was getting rowdy, and crazy arse Jack found it rude. So topped up that Dutch courage, and then waited till the night was through. And as everyone was leaving, with Jake the raging side of brood, so got up in the barman's face, and that's when he decided to say to him, if you do that again, I'll be forced to take you outside and beat the shite out of you. No, you fucking won't. Who are you really, Jake? The guy who knows that Cole J will beat you, or the guy who talks down to barman when the lager's been featured? Well, keep that shit to yourself, because it doesn't matter either. You're up north now, in Liverpool. The fucking barmaid will sleep you, I mean. So all that private education, that ain't giving you an edge. And that's where Venom fucked up, somehow thinking you a test. You thought you were plate for me, you a piece of cake at best. Next round I'm here to turn this eaten pupil to an eaten mess. Let's go!
Go lazy. Not a bad angle, but it would have been better if it had happened, you know.
Hold it down!
So, there is one thing which I'm willing to admit. Sam's the best in his city. Yeah, go on. Fucking compliment. Come on, people. One thing which I'm willing to admit, Sam is the best in his city. But bragging about that shit is just absurd because, mate, you're from Blackburn. Imagine if you weren't. I mean, that would be a total madness. Kind of feels like no one raps there. So what, would you be putting up your title when you go toe-to-toe in battles with the local crackhead? I mean, I don't actually think this dude's sick. The fact we got a battle makes me livid, you bitch. Fly off the handle like a witch's broomstick. Fly off the handle like a witch's broomstick. This about to be a clean sweep because your lyrics too shit. For instance, you spit without a hint of any irony. I've been waiting on the plates like a draining board. But with bars like that, mate, I think you're probably gonna have to wait some more. Why the fuck is this lame endorsed? Everything he sprays pour. That's why I'm feeling kind of cocky. Got that little twinkle in my eye. No, I'm thinking you'll survive. It's something I'll lord over him before I send him to the spirit in the sky. This silly little guy. This silly little guy does not want to be talking shit. I'm bored of it. He should have called it quits as soon as we got matched up for the tournament. Because now, come on, yo, he should have called it quits as soon as we got matched up for the tournament. Because now I'm gonna tar you with the same brush that you painted yourself into a corner with. All of his performances fucking suck. Because he can't write a nice bar. Even his slogan relies on crap rhymes. He's like, it's Sam Hypes. That's time, and trust me, you don't want this smoke. Well, that's right, Sam Hypes. Because judging by your face, this smoke came out of a crack pipe. Fuck off, you little cokehead. I bet your favourite instrument is the bagpipes. Got the swagger of a sex tourist in Chiang Mai. Today's Sam dies. I could do it with my hands tied, no excuses. When you get flash fried, haven't got a leg to stand on like the Black Knight. So phone it in, you know, landlines. They'll watch your step, because I landmine, and they'll see how this went downhill when I beat him by a landslide. When I beat him. So phone it in, you know, landmines, but watch your step, because I landmine. He'll see how this went downhill when I beat him by a landslide. See, Jack writes, mad nice, so talk about a talent pool, place where I got baptized. Talk about a talent pool. See, Jack writes, mad nice, talk about a talent pool, place where I got baptized. So don't claim you're not a fan, I know that's a damn lie. But just remember, the same thing which floats your boat could be what makes it capsize. That's time.
So you died here today with no thanks for your service, and I'm not afraid of clowns, so you don't have me nervous. You've never put on a great show, man, don't have any purpose. Only time you be main attraction, traveling circus. I mean, nothing but a moron. I don't know what planet you're from, but I guess this man has forgot. It's a big mistake. When you win my space, I'll keep rocking your head like Adam Warlock. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy shit, but I don't mean you sit with the stars. I mean, last time I watched you, it was obvious that Quill was in charge. Purple trainers ruined you through and through. Purple trainers ruined you through and through. Don't deny. Said he was an animal, what with Quill all over you like a porcupine. So what chance you got, bro? Straight chance there isn't any. You just a big tall bitch. I've got a big machete, pussy. I will cut you down to size if you think you heavy and leave this bitch lazy on her back like missionary. You really made a wrong move.
Crazy.
You really made a wrong move. This ain't a path you should have strolled on. Yeah, it's true, we different. I'd never be on that geek shit you're on. You thought you'd outsmart me, boy? That was so wrong. You grew up with trust funds. I grew up to trust no one. All this private education makes you think you ain't scared to pay the price. And that's where you got it wrong. I'm not here to bargain, I'm here to take a life. You stand out like a freak of nature. How you gonna escape my sights when I bought myself from here to here? Cause I'm always used to aiming high. I mean, you thought you some kind of comedian? Here's one for you then. I would send you up to heaven when I'm at 50%. And then I joke about that shit with all of my friends. How I clowned around while raising Jake like 2.5 men. You was dead. You was dead before you realized and was never gonna be revived. If you lazy, how you gonna have the energy to beat my stride? It's stupid, you are not a threat. I'm moving, you moving with novice steps. The truth is I am too slick and I move quicker than Wally West. By now you think the penny dropped, but he don't know what a penny is. So let me break it down for you. Simple so you get the gist. Riot Club, fired up. taking points at the end of this. Crazy, I got lazy, and I'm still feeling the benefits. Let's go!
And let's make some noise for the second battle of the day.
ScoMo Academy runner-up, judging Lazy versus Sam Hypes. I think for the first round they were pretty even in terms of the number of punches, but I definitely had Lazy ahead in terms of like the strength of the punches and the cleverness. So like one that I noted in particular was recycling like different kinds of trash. That bar, I did quite like that. Like Hypes was punching as well, but like I don't think that he was as clever in the way that he was punching. So I gave Lazy the first. The second round. Lazy, I think, had a lot more in terms of the quantity of punches, so there is definitely a difference in terms of what I've noted and what punches have registered. So Crown of Thorns, drag free edge backwards, crazy. Too much time getting wired. Now you wrap like your jaws. I haven't got that exactly, but yeah, crazy. So I would give that second clean to Lazy. The third. The third, same again, like towards the end especially, like throughout, but towards the end, like Lazy had loads of those sorts of punches, like float your boat, you know, make it capsize, that like talon pull the place you got baptized. Those sorts of bars really make Lazy pull ahead of Hypes, and that's probably the clearest round of the battle I would give to Lazy. So I think 3-0 Lazy. Like Hypes wasn't as strong in the third round, and I think that was quite noticeable in terms of like, yeah, there was a clear difference in the third round, but like good showing from both. Like Hypes' greatest strength, I think, is his ability to be believable in terms of the delivery and the projection. But there's more work needed to back that up in substance, because I think that's where Lazy took it, just the cleverness and the strength of the punches. So yeah, 3-0 Lazy.
It's Black T. Just watched Lazy versus Sam Hypes. Crazy battle. Firstly, I just want to say both of them did fucking amazing. I think that was probably Sam Hypes' best performance to date. Fucking incredible. First round, I gave it to Lazy. He predicted everything Sam was going to say, and I think it worked against Sam because he kind of used it in each round. So you remember from the first time, he opened with a, I'm a tool, he's going to say this in every single round, and he literally did. Gets points for that, do you know what I mean? Sam, again, came in swinging, do you know what I mean? Like, crazy material. Obviously my phone's kind of dying, so I couldn't write any bars down, but I just know, you know, from energy wise and a lot of the material was, you know, crazy from both. Second round, I also gave it to Lazy, but just off, you know, the comfortability on stage. I think Sam Hypes is very dope, saying some fire shit, but there was some bars that he was saying that I wish he would have let breathe a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because they were bangers and they were haymakers, but I think because he just moved on, he was so into the battle and he was so into getting his material off, he didn't, you know, allow for certain bars to, you know, go over. I do want to kind of take points away from Lazy a little bit in that first round because, you know, there was bars that I think like, you know, running back bars is cool, but I think, you know, running back after each line takes away a tiny little bit, do you know what I mean? So if I was to take anything, it would probably like a 0.5, do you know what I mean? The round was still crazy, but it's just things that I noticed. Third round, I gave to Lazy as well because he came in, like, through the rounds, he was very relaxed, he was very cool, very tongue-in-cheek, but then that last round, picked up the energy, you know, went straight in, you know, and I think the way he did that was, you know, really effective because we weren't really expecting that from the first two rounds. So when he did it, it hit way harder. Sam Hypes again had crazy lines. He had a penny line in there that I really wish he would have let breathe because there was people in the audience and I could hear it, like even me for myself, you know, caught it a bit late, do you know what I mean? And those are the types of things that when I was watching the battle that I was taking note of, you know, the comfortability, you know, in the room, working the crowd, looking to the audience and stuff like that. I feel like, you know, Lazy had just a lot more fluidity in his performance. And I think each line, you know, there wasn't a lot of filler. I think Sam Hypes was, you know, kind of like leading to punches and dropping, but with Lazy, it's like every single line meant something to lead to something else. And, oh, sorry, yeah. And yeah, basically, yeah, I gave it to Lazy. Sorry, I gave it to Lazy. 3-0, not a body at all, not a body in the slightest. It was a great battle, and Sam Hypes should be proud as well. The man fucking went crazy. But yeah, it's Black T, shout out to Prem, shout out to Troubz, shout out to Briggz, shout out to everybody involved. And yeah, bow.
No, it's Kingsley Thunder. Try and keep it short and sweet after that. Oh man, it's a tough one. Like, I think that's Sam's best battle that I've seen from him, to be honest. But like, Lazy's writing was just super sharp and precise. I'm probably going to give it to Lazy 2-1. I don't even know how to judge that round by round. Like, I went deep in it like that. I just think in the room, Lazy took it 2-1.